And we're live.
And we're here. Back at it again in the RPL Rising
We're
Summoners
live.
League. You think we're live. Alright.
Sorry.
Any case? Oh, nice. You got a good image there. So, welcome viewers to another week at RPL Rising Premier League. We call ourselves Rising Summoners League. The Rising Summoners community has been going on strong for a while now. I am Lightning. I am your play-by-play caster for today, followed by Lupo. And hopefully, he's the real pro here. I have him doing analysis because I want to get good at my play-by-play. Because this is the, third time I've ever done this. But hey, I'm getting there. I'm improving. Hype train is up. So we will be entering game 1 of Kx4 versus GXK. Now, it was a bit tricky in the initial bit because of issues and whatever, but we were finally able to get everything set up. And so we will begin whenever Lupo is ready. I have it paused at 5 if you have it paused at 5. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we got a Rakan and Zaya on the red side, also known as Kx4.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So Lupo, do you have anything to say about the team comps?
Well, we got blue team has Kennen, Orianna, definitely looking to team fight. Gnar, more of a split push. Kayn can definitely support that kind of split push play.
Definitely with the Shadow Assassin build or that. Oh, Sauce Captain getting caught out a little bit. Jinx is getting caught out, that is. Little gets knocked up by the Rakan, and a few autos, takes about a third of the health away. And that's just extra gold on the side of Crow Branwood.
Looks like they got a ward down on the blue buff. They'll know that Kayn will start at red buff or Raptors.
Or north or top side, yeah. Glacial Augment on the Tahm Kench. Very powerful. Get those stacks up. A lot more threat with that.
It's even better because even though he's still considered melee, gets that whole melee benefit. He will get...
Right, which is a 50% to a 60% slow.
But it's not like the normal 125 melee range. He's got 200 range, so he'll be able to apply that much easier.
Definitely.
Kayn already invading onto the blue buff. That seems he went straight from Raptors into blue buff.
Very aggressive. Has that defensive ward. Hecarim's just going as Raptors. That's gonna be that's a very good play on the side of Arcanum. Jinx getting knocked up again. Tahm Kench missing the Q. All in. Aftershock hits Sauce Captain on the retreat. Now that Tahm Kench is getting those stacks up.
We also got some things going on mid. Orianna chunked out by Azir.
Yeah, Azir is really pressuring that Orianna. She's staying consistently at half health. Rakan goes in again, but misses it, and just hops back out with that battle dance.
Azir is an extremely oppressive mid laner right now. Just so strong. That extra range that they put on his soldiers have given him such strong early game. And Orianna really needs to get some items to get going.
Ooh, and she's chunked out really low. Theoretically all in, but she's still got her summoners up.
Checking down bottom.
And more action on the bot side. Lethal Tempo on the side of Larks, on Zaya. I usually see Presley attack or Fleet Footwork. Lethal Tempo is a bit better. Alright, Hecarim ganking mid. Guillaume is unable to stream a shuffle out there, and is forced to burn the flash and heal. That's a good gank on the side of Kenny the Legend. And the only thing burned on their side was a ghost.
Kane's looking to do something.
Except that Arcanum is running into Kenny. The trading is going on. He heals back going into the wall. Kenny's out of mana. Larks is here to reinforce. They're going in Arcanum and everything. Kenny, the flyer, gets killed on the side. Azir just hops right in there. 4 versus 1. Kenny gets knocked up on the flash. Blast cone back, and that is a dead horse right there. Someone get a stick, because we're going to be beating that.
That was a little scary for Hecarim to be fighting that, because although he had the health advantage, he had no mana left. And the bot lane from Red Team definitely helping out a lot there.
Definitely a good rotation on it. They had gotten the early push in that, so they were able to join and roam. Well, roam and join. My bad.
It's interesting though, even though blue team did not help out down bot lane, Jinx now has a 12-13 CS lead. That is equivalent to a kill, so bot lane should have about the same gold. And actually Jinx is up because Xayah didn't even...
Double knock up on the side of Rakan going in and trapped up by the Flame Chompers, or the monkeys as they are in this skin. And not much damage coming out on both sides. Pretty even trade in that. Nothing forced out.
Hecarim waiting in the wings, but the lane is pushing, so that's not too easy to gank. But I was thinking it's interesting because, as I was saying, the CS leads are up on Jinx, and even though Xayah has that assist on...
He's looking for a lane gank.
First blood.
Let's see how this goes.
Where? Oh, is that Hecarim down here?
Yep, Hecarim down there.
But if you check the gold scores, Jinx is actually up by a little bit, but it's equalizing very soon.
Yeah, just about 100 gold difference in between the two ADCs. And we have 2 stopwatches on the side of them.
Orianna is
One.
definitely having a little bit of issues CSing against all the pressure from Azir. And looks like Kayn and Gnar are going to be invading a little bit, maybe just to get vision. Yeah.
Just getting a ward down, getting that Skull Crab. Pretty standard. Nothing exciting going on, though Guillaume has hit 6. Maybe he can go for an all-in. Is not going to take that shuffle. Orianna finally getting that lost chapter, helping with that mana sustain and a bit more damage. And Guillaume just getting that stinger.
Hecarim might find Kayn.
Top side has level 6s. Alrighty. I'm looking at Kayn currently and swapping between them. Kayn is just hopping over the wall. Nothing going on yet. So, win conditions. I don't know if we're far enough for that.
We'll have to see where things balance out right now, but...
Hold on. Kayn going in onto Cannon. Can he hit that? He does land that. No ult
Yeah,
for
unfortunately, Gnar
Kayn.
did
Just
not have
means that
full
he's
grab.
going to get that. Right.
Gnar is very low there.
I think he just wore down. Yeah, with all the minion aggro and Cannon's attacking.
So both AD carries put out a lot of DPS in mid and late game. Xayah probably starts up a little bit earlier. So they'll definitely want to put on the pressure mid game before Jinx can get rolling. As for mid, Azir and Orianna kind of scale it at the same time. Azir having slightly stronger early game, and Orianna has much better AoE in my opinion. Better for team fights.
Both of them are powerful team fighters, but right now Orianna's just getting bullied out of that lane. Under tower, that is just so bad.
Yeah, although they reduced the
Gotta
range,
feel bad for Kite Flyer.
the Conquering Sands, which is his Q, they reduced the travel distance of the soldiers, but they increased the range at which the soldiers can attack, and sometimes it helps a little bit more.
Both junglers mirroring each other. Well,
Time,
backwards. I don't know. What
somehow
happened?
slowed down the time, and I don't know how.
I think you might have hit the minus button. I'm going to pause. I'm at 8:07. If you press plus on the keyboard, it should speed things back up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Back to normal.
Alright, I'm at 8:08.
Go.
3, 2, 1. Alright. Minor technical difficulty, folks. Nothing all that exciting happening. I did like to see all that early vision on the side of Kx4.
Yeah, they got a lot of vision up
in the
top.
first.
Keeping...
But so far, all those wards have expired, and I don't see any zombie wards coming up. Hecarim is in the river right now.
Looks like he wants to release some pressure mid with this Predator. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, he's hitting Predator. He's going in. He's ghosting. He's going to hit him. Shifting stands are slightly interrupted, but and the ultimate from Orianna comes out. Both ultimates come down. Heal is blown. Flash is blown. Guillaume almost makes it a trade. That was a great gank on the side of Kenny the Legend. And Tom Kench may be getting caught out here too. Nope, just getting some vision down, and Zaya's having none of that. And now Kayn is looking to finish out with that low health Orianna. But she burns flash and heal. Or no, she burns heal. I'm just checking the cooldown. And Kayn's unable to get anything more out of that. Look at that red side vision right in the bot side. It's really, really defensive now. Because of the pressure that Hecarim was able to use.
We got a trade going up top with Ken and Gnar.
Gnar building up that Gnar bar half that way there. But this might just be an all-in. Stun comes out. Unagi just running away there. I forget what that ability is
Hecarim and
called.
Kayn are going to find each other.
Are they? They are. They face check each other, and Kayn may just be dead if he's unable to do anything, and he is going to ult. Gnar is looking there. He flashes out. And that was a great escape on the side of Kayn. Jinx Rocket coming in. Misses. Rakan on the bot side. Just escaping there after getting the 3 stacks. They get a ward down, which is quickly cleared out by... looks like Stuff Captain. Well, that's a fun little range there. No items particularly yet. We got BF sword and the second half of the item.
Down bottom, Rakan is going in on...
Yeah. Gets caught up in the flame chompers, is unable to knock up.
That was definitely a great change to Jinx's flame chompers, being able to stop people from moving into them, and Kayn is going to be ganking down bottom.
Alright, I'm highlighting Kayn right now. Let's see what he does. He gets spotted on the control word, and he's still going in. Going in for that more movement. So flash ulti Q in. Tom Kench swallows Jinx and just backs out. No one able to pressure that anymore. Though Larks does take some return damage in the meantime.
Tom Kench just so great at disengaging.
It is always annoying because he's got 2 health bars at disengage, and right now his auto attack deals a significant slow, stopping you. They have so great a anti-engage. That's just annoying. Also, if you notice that range on the Sand Soldier right on the side of the river wall, except Kayn's finding Hecarim. Hecarim's going in, knocking him out of the wall. Ori ultimate misses as measures his Q out of there, but Kenny the Legend has that ulti. Flash heal, is unable to finish it up. Can't get the blade collar. Everything's going in. Tom Kench trying to eat someone up. Kite Flyer dealing the damage. Dragon's aggroed. And that is a fight won on the... a jungle for jungle traded. And I think Cake Boss... did he teleport? Or no? I saw something.
He put down a teleport, but he had cancelled it and continued back up to top lane.
Alright.
Down bottom, looks like they might be putting pressure onto Xayah. They would be able to dive.
They would be. Are they? No, because it's gold. That lethal tempo proc helps clearing out the minions. Little poke as they get that turret down to half health. You got the triangle of control down on the blue side there. Those 3 control wards keeping their jungle protected. So right now, Kx4 has about a 1.2k gold lead, and that's not all that much. Not this time, I believe it doesn't. But Sauce Captain Clucky the Inventor, they're just standing on top of a ward. Yeah. Props to anyone who got that parody reference.
You see, Zaya just finished her Essence Reaver. That's gonna give her a huge power spike. As
Kenny yanking in mid lane. Airborne and just misses the Emperor's Divide. Oh, going in. Tom Kench going in. He has flash and heal. He can get out of this. He does both. Rocket misses. Tom Kench is suppressed him. Gets that gray health off. Is he able to finish that? It's going to be a trade. Nope. He gets out. He gets out. And he's backed up by Hecarim. Rakan is looking to go in, but I don't think he's got the damage. And in fact, Orianna is out of mana. Zaya's here. And they're unable to capitalize. Kane's in the wings. But at top lane, Kx4 is going for an all-in. Mega Nart, nope, just the ulti kills him.
Unfortunately, I missed
but it's
that.
so close.
There's a lot of action going on mid.
We can.
So much action.
Yeah. So much action happening at the same time. I have it on direct camera, so I was focused on the ADC coming in the fight. But that was a great play on the side of Clucky Inventor, getting that kill onto Azir. Diving and surviving with that little health, like
Thomas.
I think she did, but she just missed everything.
But looking at some of the lanes, how they're working, top lane's pretty even in terms of CS. Just one kill up. It won't make too much of a difference right now, but Kennen did finish that very essential proto belt item, helps him get into team fights and get his ultimate off. Azir finishing his Nashor
I think he is looking for the next item to be Zanya's.
Coming out mid?
Yep, coming out mid. He gets knocked up. Ulted. Emperor's Divide gets him out, but that's just a dead Azir. Kite Flyer going down low with that Shadow Assassin, and ult out, and he is dead again. Nope. Yep, there it is. Double kill on the side of Hecarim. This is not a champion that you want a lead given to.
They got some really good vision out early, but Tom Kench coming into the court.
Yep. Tom Kench coming down in, and that's just to get back into lane. I'm going to check out the tower's health down bot side. Not that much on to the side of blue, but on red side, that's under half health. You can definitely see which one's more oppressive.
Yeah, Jinx just destroyed.
Or rather, yeah.
Hecarim getting a little bit of
Knight's
revenge.
Vow completed on the side of Tom Kench. Get that extra healing and damage reduction. Lark's going in. Knocking up Tom Kench. Tom Kench doesn't have turret aggro until the last bit. And just swallows up Jinx from taking that turret shot. Kenny getting really low in the jungle there. Luckily he has Smite and is able to get out, though if Kayn saw him at all, that's a dead Hecarim. Oracle's Bloom Blues, and I'm a bit sad that no one's going for that dragon. I mean, sure, it's a Cloud Drake, but Hecarim out of combat movement speed, that's sort of what you want.
Cloud Drake is great if you're looking to do rotations, but I think everybody's happy with staying in their lanes right now.
Laning phase going on for 17 minutes, pretty decent.
Down bottom.
Kayn means coming down in the bot lane.
I'm not quite sure why Kane's backing out. He should have gone in.
Nope. I think he was waiting for Azir there. There's a ward in that tri-bush, but they're pushed very far ahead. Lark's going low, but the charm coming out, the ultimate's marked up Sauce Captain may be ulted. He is going eaten up, but knocked back by the Emperor's. Jinx down, and that is a 1 on the side of bottom. They're looking for a first turret, and I have FPS drops for some reason.
That was a fantastic Azir ult. Hecarim able to get a kill.
Hecarim coming in. Alright, I may take out something on the side. but I'm just gonna. Hopefully this will help my FPS because I was unable to see what was happening. And Azir going down again. That Yomu's doing immense work on the side of Hecarim. Look how low he is able to burst people.
Looking up top.
Ash, not Ash Arrow. Jinx Rocket coming in, just gonna interrupt his back. Top side. Top side going in. Is that an Oriole? That is not an Oriole. Cake Boss on the side of Kx4, just doing it. Oriana's still looking in, but seen on that ward. Cake Boss is going to have to play this really well as his Narbar's running down. He may just concede the turret. Nope, he's going to try sticking around. Oriana still has ult. That might just be plain and simple. If he's able to... He gets hit. He draws aggro on Kennen, who's still got the stopwatch. Kane coming in. Going through both walls on the Shadow Assassin. And is just going to get poked out. Good side to relieve pressure. Azir's top side too, but I think they're just looking at Cake Boss taking some
That
damage.
was an insane distance covered by Kane there.
Yeah, that was a lot. I mean, he's chosen Shadow Assassin. Is that what I'm seeing?
I'm not sure. That's a
I can't tell because of the
different
skin.
but
Hecarim coming in, he's going to get spotted right then, but he's just backing it. That's a... And he's just able to get out. Unagi looking for an all-in. Maybe, but he's very far
he has
out.
his proto belt back, so he can fight this.
He does have his
But his
proto
team
belt, yeah.
has left him.
But Rakan comes in, knocking him up, dashing. Oh, a really weird Ori ultimate. Boulder toss misses, but Cake Boss might just pursue that. But on the mean side bot lane, that's just going to be a dead bottom turret. Hopefully they're looking to trade that with a top turret. But Xayah is unable to approach that duo lane. Yeah, they're looking for that top turret. Waiting for the minions, escorting the minions in. And in the meantime, Tom Kench and Xayah looking... I mean, Tom Kench and Jinx, my bad, are looking to take out that turret. Dealing a lot of damage. Jinx on her Hurricane and BF sword, along with Berserker's Greaves, is dealing some really good damage. And that might be 2 turrets on the side
Oh, they
for
need to back
1.
out right now.
Flame Chompers go out, preventing an escape route, but there are 3 on the side, and they're just going to need to back out. Sauce Captain looking to kite, and nothing else happens. Kane coming in on the movement, on the out of combat movement speed with those Moby boots, and just backing out as they do not have any more vision. In the meantime, Oriana took that mid-tier turret. Mid-tier 1 turret, I mean.
Kennen does have teleport, and they can start this dragon. He can definitely get a flank. Xayah's backing now, and they have a ward by their blue
No
buff.
wards are down. No wards are down for Gnar flank. Unagi, if that's... I believe that's what you meant. Yeah, Unagi can teleport flank if they decide to contest this Drake. That's not going to happen.
They're all going top to stop it.
A really aggressive call would be to go for Baron.
If you're looking top, they are going to try to get Kennen.
Yep. Yep, ulti in. Ulti knockup. Kane coming in, dealing that massive damage. Cannon ulti coming out. Arcanum Majoris enters and exits cleanly. I don't think you can get much more by the book than that.
Exhaust use.
Cake Boss driving Kenny off, but Oriana is collapsing onto a Cake Boss there. Kenny's like, thanks for the leash, and happily hands that over to his Oriana, to his mid laner. Meanwhile, the top lane push has not stopped, and no one's rotated yet to stop them. This is going to be some significant damage, if not the entire thing. Jinx ult to clear the wave, but that's just going to be a dead turret. Hecarim coming in on the side, maybe looking to see if he can't do anything. But no, that's a pretty decent lead. Right now, the lead is 2k on the side of Kx4. Ward's coming down. Is Jinx going to look? That's some decent damage on the side of Jinx there. She's at IE and Hurricane. She's going to be pumping out
Yeah, she has her 2 items.
damage
2
like
items.
no else.
She gets a crit in. It's going to take out a little bit of health.
Yeah. That's a fun recall positioning there.
Where's that?
Oh, nothing. I was stuck on Kane, so while Rakan was recalling with that sort of Heartseeker Throne.
Oh.
Not Heartseeker. Sweetheart Throne. Kane's spear was, well, not spear. I am not doing well with words now.
Blue team is making the right
It's a
call. Going to
play-by-play
try to finish
thing.
up that top turret. Kane is going in on Orianna.
Kane looking to assassinate that level 13 Orianna, but is just going to back out. Shoved out, turrets destroyed, Sauce Captain is just dead, and Tom Kinch may be following shortly after. He's going to try to get out, flashes out. Featherstorm doesn't catch him on the side, but he walks away.
Orianna?
With that pressure relieved, yep. I was on the other side of the map on that one. This camera work is terrible, so I was unable to do that. But I assume that Kane just unleashed the full combo into her.
Yeah, he got vision of her, and he ran through a wall.
I think he dodge using his ulti for her ulti, because I saw the I see the cooldown. Kenny the Legend looking to assassinate someone, deals major damage, but the red buff getting that kill over to Cake Boss. And Unagi, I don't know what he's trying to do, trying to save the red. Stuns Kane is looking to get that, but is just traded, and I don't know what he was.
I
what
see nothing
he
wrong
thought
with
the
going
best
in
case
there,
scenario
but I'm not
was
sure
there.
why he didn't use his Maelstrom.
Yeah, he did have.
Are going in on Tom.
Now going. Meanwhile, Sauce Captain's just unleashing the damage, but is dodging that immense Gnar coming in on 3 people. But is this an Ori ultimate to pass the Ori? No, it's on cooldown. And then it's a massive damage, massive area damage. Huge Ori shockwave coming out. And that is another win on the side of Kx4. A 4K gold lead now, and they're going to take that mid-tier turret, enhancing their lead even more. Hecarim coming in, hoping to kill someone. Does not get knocked up, and as he misses that engage, he's going to have to back out at half health.
He did get the exhaust out of Rakan, which is a worthwhile cooldown at the cost of his E.
And if you notice Hecarim's build path, he went Yomu's into Adaptive Helm, really looking to not get killed by that Azir as quickly as he was able to. But Azir with 3 Magic Pen items is just going to shred like no one's business.
It's an interesting build path from Hecarim to finish the Yomu's before he finishes his jungle item. I'm not quite sure what the thinking behind that is. Perhaps he just didn't want both, but he really wanted the active from the Yomu's.
Right. And I think it's a really smart building on the side of. Meanwhile, Kennen gets chunked to about half HP with just a few Sand Soldiers. I find that that's a really smart path by Hecarim, getting that sort of essential damage item, and then going tank as he is quite behind. 4 kills on him, yes, but his team's too far behind for him to go full damage. The Kennen going for the classic AP Kennen build over that ADC Kennen that we usually see. I say we because last I saw it in the pro play, it was more ADC Kennen rather than AP.
It can work in these kinds of situations where the majority of the enemy team is quite squishy, and he can burst them down or chunk them quite a bit.
Meanwhile, collapse onto Gnar, but he's just going to hop, skip, junk, and boomerang away.
Back fit.
Meanwhile, fighting the mid lane leads to King going in, dealing massive damage. Nearly one-shots that whole thing. Ultimate in the back line of Kennen, dealing damage. Ulti in, rockets going in. Azir shoving them away, keeping him away, but it might just have to perish. Yomu's going in on Kenny. Very interesting, very fun on the side. Nearly gets Kenny on the way out, but Jinx is just too strong right now. Tom Kinch ultimate going in onto Gnar. Doesn't have anyone with them. The Glacial Augment slowing him up for a little bit. Getting slowed again. Slowed, and he's going to be eaten, if not destroyed. That's an interesting interaction there. Did you see that?
Mega Gnar coming out in like a little ghosty form.
Mega Gnar with the... and Jinx with that last snipe.
That was definitely a good turn of events for blue team. They were able to gain some
That
gold.
was, they need something. They need something now. But what they need to do is they need to convert those kills into objectives now. There's freestanding gold on the bot side. Look how low that turret is down there. Less than about a third health or less. And that's just waiting to be collected, especially with the minion wave pushing towards that. Red side looking to take the dragon, but they might just clear out and go for Baron. Politeness stalls out that take.
They have vision, they say they're taking the dragon. They should really start with the Baron. And Jinx...
I don't know what that Jinx rocket was.
Yeah.
I really don't know what that was. Maybe a misclick. They do have to deal with the minion pressure bot lane, but they do have vision on Baron. Tom Kench pinging out. Oh yeah, that was a misclick. I see some spamming in the chat about Jinx's ultimate. Rakan's doing some massive work this game. Look at his assists. Half the 50% kill participation and no deaths. So that might be changed. He's just getting out of there.
The extra synergy
Looking
between
for
him and
Brandon
Zaya
there.
really paying off there. Oh,
Yeah. Now on his 2 items, but he's going to be caught here. Knocked back, airborne. He might survive still. He survives out of that, but there's more action to be done. Gray skin popped out, thick skin popped out, and Jinx is now unloading the pain. If she had her ultimate, she would be finishing these guys off. Hecarim going in with that extra tankiness. Gets killed himself. And that's a 2-for-0 trade, but on the side, they're just too low to do anything else. Look at that distance covered, and that's just a not quite a dead ADC. Good flash on the side of Rakan. Look at that double kill with the Emperor's Divide. Sliding away the ADC support combo, and that's an easy Baron take. Unless if Kennan's looking to contest, but that's a 1v5. He ults in. Killed before he's able to get the full channel off, and they're just going to ignore him for the Baron. Immense action going on there. Probably could have been played better on both sides, but red side played immensely well. That is, Kx4 played that fight immensely well. Despite not initiating the fight, they sure as heck finished that fight. Guardian Angel onto Zaya, she's not going down without a fight now.
Hecarim unfortunately charged in after Orianna had already died and was unable to pick anyone up.
Could not do that combo. Yeah.
Blue team's
Azir looking to take that red buff, but mild contest. Yep, smited away. But then there's the Kayn! One shots abound with that double lethality item Kayn. I'm going to check out what that other thing is. Plus this Warrior's enchant.
That Duskblade is a lot of damage.
Duskblade is doing work. Unagi's trying to stand up against this push on the side of Gnar. Meanwhile, the other side is just going to take out that without any really contest. After all, what can you do against this immensely powerful team comp? Well, not team type, but immensely powerful level 17 Azir with 4 items now. 5 items if you count boots. Gnar's doing a lot of work up there, 2 levels ahead of his lane counterpart with a Maw, so Maw and boots, except Hecarim Predator ghosting in. Knocks back a minion. I don't think that's what you wanted to do, Kenny. Mega Gnar coming out. Unagi's looking to continue on. Protobelt's in. Meanwhile, bot side is just getting pummeled. Azir's looking to punish that Unagi overextension. Gnar whiffs. Kayn, look how fast he goes, and Unagi just falls down. I don't know what type of animal you could classify Unagi as, but that is a dead rat.
Gnar has a slightly interesting build path. There's just
Black Cleaver. It's very aggressive. I think he's looking for that Frozen Mallet next. Jinx is still doing massive damage in this. Like, look at that. Jinx is not out of the fight despite... She's in fact a level ahead of her lane counterpart. Holy crap! Just 3 hits onto that Kayn. He's forced to flash out. The Locket of the Iron Solari is used to keep him healthy. Guillaume maybe followed. Nice Shurima Shuffle out there.
It was just interesting that he
And
got
they're
the
just backing
Maw
off.
before the Frozen Mallet. Usually, you prioritize the Black Cleaver and the Maw of Malmortius because you want to move faster and you want to slow your enemies and are very auto-attack based. But I believe he got the Maw of Malmortius to deal with Kennen's magic damage because Kennen does do a lot of damage. Especially...
He in fact does, especially since he's built full AP.
And after his changes, his ultimate now does more damage to single targets rather than an AoE.
Right. So yeah, it was a smart build path on the side of Gnar, keeping that defensive while being offensive. Holy crap! Moby Boots plus the 2 out of combat lethality items, giving that out of combat movement speed. And Moby Boots, that's just keeping him. That's keeping him as fast as a full movement speed Janna, just about. Holy crap! Just cruising around the map.
Looks like red team is going to be looking
it
for the next dragon.
And that is let's see, an Infernal Drake. That is not something that blue side wants to give up, but they're going to have to. Level discrepancies on top side. That's a level 18 Gnar now. Really threatening. Level 16, rank 3 ultimate on the side of Arcanum. As Kayn. Kite Flyer, rank 3 ultimate, but Guillaume is level 17. I don't know how close he is to level 18, but the win condition, I'd say, is getting that Jinx some decent peel.
It's very hard to peel
Raptor
Kayn.
Cloak on the side of Unagi. What do you think that's for?
Raptor's Cloak? Perhaps?
Jinx Rocket going in, what does that get? Steals the dragon! With the rocket.
The Raptor's Cloak,
And the pink.
considering he's also getting the Null Magic Mantle, it's a very high chance that it will be Ohm Wrecker.
That might be. But I can see it for the stats. And maybe to dive, but did that Jinx Rocket though, that Jinx Rocket steal? That was amazing.
Or it could be Zerat Portal to deal with the super minions pushing in the top lane.
That might
seems
be
more
too.
likely. It's just that's much better on split push oriented champions, and you really want damage. Doesn't really give you the combat stats you need.
At this point, I figured with how Kennen was going, massive damage onto that Gnar, taking a lot of damage from that level 16 Jinx. They just need to keep that Jinx alive and let her auto attack.
Tom has to sit on Jinx and just immediately devour
He does.
anytime Kayn gets in there close to Jinx.
They got a lot of area of effect engage and crowd control on the side of Kx4 to prevent. Holy crap! That's a burst Orianna if I've seen one. Already built the Luden's Echo. Cake Boss coming in at a quarter HP, but his Nard bar's going up. They may be looking to do something here now that the Mega Nards come out. Kayn coming in, completely bursting. Kennen ultimate goes out, does not hit the stopwatch. Gnar into the wall, Jinx is dead. Orianna's dead. Tom Kench is dead. And there's honestly nothing more I can say about that. They're gonna end this game with Hecarim being unable to do anything but maybe give his life up to pad the KDA of the enemy team. Shuffled out, and the Penguin dab indeed. And that is game 1 of GXK versus Kx4. Victory on the side of Kx4. And now, viewers, if we will be taking a small break to refresh ourselves and so that you can refresh yourselves, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you very much. We good? And we're back to another game of League of Legends between the two teams, Kx4 and GXK. Last game was a win of Kx4 side with that Kane dealing some massive work, but it seems like this time GXK has taken the Kane. I wonder if GXK stands for Grandpa X Kane. I don't know.
I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
What time do you have it on?
9 seconds. 10.
Okay, so pause at 20 if you can. My bad. I started at a different time.
I'm at 20. Tell me when you're ready.
I will be on 20 in 3, 2, 1. I'm at 20.
Go.
You ready? Go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right. Welcome to another game. Have I already done this before?
Yep.
And we were recording.
30
All right.
seconds until minions spawn.
Having some fun there with a bot side, import slot, and Clucky Inventor. Clucky Inventor, I believe, did a very good job last game, if I'm remembering the names correctly. Got a new mid laner? I don't know. I forget these names too easily. Even in real life, it sucks.
Everybody just shoring up, making sure there's no invades, no early vision this time, it looks like. Unfortunately.
With that Morgana and Nami, especially with the Shen and Kane and Jinx and yada yada yada, I feel that a lot of work could be done with Invade. Because Kx4 does not have that much crowd control on their side other than the Taric stun.
Taric's actually great for invade. And Syndra Q. Good AoE, good AoE.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kane's starting Raptors again. I swear this is almost the same game, if it not for the difference of champions. That Morgana is going to be doing quite a bit of work, too, in this game, I believe. A lot of people, I feel that it's sort of underestimated at times because I use it very often on support, so it doesn't deal a lot of damage. But when you're able to go that full damage, man, is it impactful. Stun missing onto Nami. Crow, just testing that out. Binding lands onto Guillaume. All in all, nothing spectacular happened. Unagi taking a lot of damage from that Gnar. Lands the taunt and the Q. Good damage trade on the side of Unagi. Standing up for himself. That's sometimes what you gotta do when you're getting poked. You gotta stand up for yourself. Dazzle goes onto Nami. Bubble hits the... Did that hit Larks or a minion right next to Larks? Because that was really close in my opinion. Arcanum going in on the Unagi, who's going to just taunt out, and nothing's going to be spent. But he does get spotted out. Stun goes on to Morgana. Yomi's just going to stand in that tormented soil. So it's going to get zoned off. Poor Tarek's getting poked out in bot lane. Kane looking to invade bot side, but pretty full clear on the side of Kha'Zix. On both sides, honestly. The only thing that's up is Kane may be looking for a gank. Gets some damage off onto Guillaume. Spell shielded. Binding misses. Tormented soil lands. Stun goes up. Kha'Zix is there. Entering onto Morgana. That might be a flash needed. More damage going on to Guillaume. A lot of damage goes on. Root goes on to Kha'Zix. Sauce Captain. And the last auto gets Morgana the first blood. Meanwhile, fighting bot side, import slot getting slowed up. Bubble zoning Larks from dealing any more damage.
One thing that a lot of people underestimate is the heal from Tarek. It's actually very strong. So
It
even though
is,
he's low now, he will be able to heal back up.
given the mana.
Yeah, it does cost a lot.
Yeah.
But Nami,
I don't know what runes he's running, but it's doing very well. Another taunt goes in on the Gnar with that field. And just more trading. You gotta stand up for yourself when you're getting poked out. You gotta force them away from you instead of have them force you away from them. But you know, I'm mid silver, so don't listen to me about tactics.
great flash from Tarek.
Yeah, great flash from Tarek. Yeah, intense. Getting that last auto onto Clucky Inventor. Looking to continue on. Interrupts the back in the mid lane. I think I'm just half a second behind you. Import slot still has flash up. Blade Chompers go down, get rooted. There's the flash.
Right.
And no summoners
How do
bot
you do
side.
it?
Except for... What? It's not going... I'm on 40, 41. Yeah, I'm about a second behind you. Alright, so it's... Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're synced. I'm on 603. 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're good. Minor technical difficulties, pardon our silence. Nothing that impressive happening during that silence either, but so far, very even.
We have a lot of stopwatches this game. Gnar, very common
Yeah.
to take stopwatch because he's so squishy. If the jungler comes up, he could be dove pretty easily between a tanky top laner and the damage from a jungler. But
This may be this isn't quite League of Stopwatches, but there's 3 on the side of GXK and only 2 on the side of Kx4.
teleport coming in. What's there?
Oh, teleport is coming in there. Source Captain, Crowbrand moving the bubble. Morgana binding. That's just going to be another kill over to Kite Flyer, who is showing some decent proficiency on this.
Fantastic
Morgana.
awareness.
Very
That was
good
great
awareness.
teleport.
Yeah, saving that ward
Very
too.
creative too.
Great teleport.
Save the ward. Invade coming in from Kane. He is level 6.
But you do not. Yeah, he is level 6. That's going to be a dead Kha'Zix if there's anything to do about it. Yeah. This is why level advantage is so important, especially in the jungle. Syndra and Tarek looking to contest this red buff. Keep it away from Kane. And Kane's just going to go out. Clear out some vision. Good defense on the side of Guilmi, keeping that red buff for their jungler. Stun lands on the Morgana. Is that going to be another? Nope.
So Gnar vs Shen is a very interesting matchup because Gnar,
Even CS, that is super impressive. Taunt dodging the pulverize.
although Gnar has the range,
And back-
I think he has a tough time against Shen early on. Can't do too much damage. Once he starts getting points into his W
That black cleaver.
and getting that black cleaver,
Yeah.
he'll be able to really put a lot of hurt onto Shen. As long as Shen doesn't get too far ahead and buy too many items.
Right. Starting off on that Sunfire cape, though. Kite Flyer looking to just trade out of mana, though, so is unable to do anything, but just flashes out of there. Meanwhile, bot side, some heavy trading going on.
To continue on to that, maybe we got some...
Kha'Zix in the mid, yep. Kane going in 1v2. Looking to take out that Kha'Zix once again. Stun goes on to Morgana, and that might just be an ultimate. Early, good patience on the side of Guilmi. Shen ultimate coming down, kills him anyway, but that's a double kill on the side of the Kane.
And we all know how much damage Kane does if he gets ahead, so that's a little scary.
He hasn't even got... I don't think he's even transformed yet, so that is fairly impressive. Stun going in onto Jinx, but just a lot of healing on the side of Nami. The return poke's insane. That might be a dead Taric if they're not careful.
He still has ult and exhaust, I think, to be okay.
Still has ult. But the ult is not instantaneous.
Very true.
It's quite a long duration if you're looking to protect yourself from an attack. More trading up top side, keeping those auto attacks blocked. And Nami just strutting her presence around.
Nami is great
Not
against supports that are melee. She's able to just harass and poke them out pretty safely. Use her wave to just heal and damage and poke. And there's really not much that Terra can do about it besides engaging. So one thing I think that should be done right now is Kane should definitely focus that top side, get Shen rolling, put Gnar behind, especially with Kha'Zix this far behind. I don't think they have to worry too much. They want to really push that advantage before Kha'Zix gets his levels back.
That is absolutely right. Interruption on the side of the Shen recall.
This is about the point where Gnar can start doing stuff.
Kha'Zix leaping in, blocking that with a field. Flashes out, diving. Good stopwatch, keeping that boulder toss away. But is that just going to be a finished dive? Nope. Bubble landing on the Larks. But the shields and heals are enough to keep him alive. Stun easily dodged on the side for Nami. Import slot taking a lot of damage. Keep care of those blades behind her. Taric ultimate goes down. Nami ultimate goes down. And just no more follow-up.
Great Taric ult to disengage the Kane.
That was a great one. Morgana's down here now, though she did use her binding. But mirrored by Syndra. And Syndra's just a little bit late on that black shield there, Morgana. Challenging smite on the Crow. Has to flash out of the bubble and Flame Chompers.
Sometimes when your mid laner rolls down bot, you just gotta let your bot lane back out and push mid. Punish them for the roam. Make them miss experience.
Yeah.
If you try to follow
Heavy
them,
trading going on the top side. Cake Boss getting really low with that Sunfire Cape. Still doesn't have that Mega Gnar. This might be an easy kill. There we go. Unagi showing off his proficiency with that Shen.
this is what I'm saying. He got his Black Cleaver now, but he did not have it before, and that made a big difference.
And now we just need to hope that Shen can continue that lead. Taking that kill and snowballing it.
But if your mid laner pushes, if your mid laner roams, if you can't really follow them, and you know where they are, punish them. Push that mid lane, push the tower,
Right.
make them miss the experience. Get a little bit ahead in your lane. There's not much you can do. You don't know where the jungler is, and you'll just be at a disadvantage.
Shen showing off that he can roam without his ultimate.
Kane.
Taric looking to clear some vision, but is not expecting that Morgana. Binding goes wide, though.
That's one of the things a lot of people like about Morgana. You can kind of just put your Tormented Soil on the ground, let it push the wave, and then you roam or help or harass other lanes. The jungler. Very simple.
Kane taking that Rift Herald. Gonna go very easily. And that's a Dark Harvest Kane, too. He's gonna scale pretty much infinitely with that first auto. Later it goes. It's almost like a Gathering Storm for assassins.
Especially with all that lethality that he's going to build, it'll make a huge impact, doing a lot of extra damage up front between Dark Harvest and Duskblade. Pretty sure that'll be half of.
He went Warriors Enchant too with Challenging Smite. Yeah, Challenging Smite. Chilling Smite on the side of Arcanum, if people are wondering.
I think Kane has enough damage that Xayah might die before the Taric ult is even popped. But something interesting enough. Oh.
Oh, Nami overstepping and just 1, 2, 3 strikes her out. And that's a fried fish.
You should have known they were there because there was a ward in that river bush.
Yeah, that's a free Cloud Drake too.
But I was just thinking, it's interesting enough, Xayah can ult when Kayn goes
Rift
in,
Herald summon top lane
and after that
just to get that more damage.
After that ult is popped from Xayah, Taric can use his, and she does have a little bit of time
That's like-
where she can come down, and I think Taric ult might be able to proc soon enough.
I believe it's all about the timing. If Taric ults and Xayah's up in the air,
It gives her a little time.
something I've experienced, yeah, she's got to come back down. But a good flash in the side of
Flash.
the import's looking to do her best to turn this around. Look at that. Nearly gets the outplay, but not quite. Nami's doing her best to hold that, but that's a 2 turrets for 1 at least. Kx4 trying to defend it, but can't stand up versus that crowd control for the red.
That was a great knockup from Kayn, interrupting the hop from Gnar.
Definitely. Something to remember is that any ability cast second has priority. That's how League works.
Syndra does have a lot of damage, so it's still pretty close, and she can definitely decimate the mid game.
Definitely. Morello's on the side of Syndra versus the Zhonya's on the side of Morgana. Both of them have... Let me check their gold. Both of them are just about even. Just about 100 gold difference.
Zanya's is great, but Morgana needs to find a way to get into the middle of the enemy team, which will be pretty difficult with the zone control from Syndra.
Yeah. Something that I might have liked to see on the side of Morgana. I mean, she got ahead, so she absolutely deserves that Zhonya's hourglass. Something that I think would be interesting on Morgana, especially against someone who's going to 100 to 0 you with one button. Like, not like that. It would be Abyssal Mask, I think is what it's called.
That is definitely the more defensive option. But another option, I think,
If you wanted to
is
go defensive.
Banshee's Veil.
Banshee's Veil as well. Keep her from getting that stun, and she can just stay under her shield and she won't be able to be crowd controlled. Morgana roaming down, they're looking to take this turret. They see the 4 people bot. Kha'Zix rotating down. Syndra, after pushing the wave, is slowly making her way down. They got to do something soon if they're going to do anything at all.
Kayn choosing the Darken form. A little bit tankier, a little more CC. Not as speedy.
Still going to deal significant damage with that Dark Harvest. Root goes on, Bubble lands on, but that's a dead Nami. Yomi. They were unable to do much. Taric flashes in. Kha'Zix gets knocked up. Morgana not landing so many of those essential dark bindings. Gnar down here too. Shen pushing out in the mid lane. He's got his ultimate. No more objectives to take unless if they're... Nope, they're still chasing that very, very slow Kayn. And Kayn has to go in now to defend. But he's 1v4. And now it's a different story here. Shen was interrupted, I think, because he was in the wall.
I think it's Syndra that interrupted him.
Maybe. Yeah, they definitely have proximity. But when I saw that come
I was
out...
curious how it was going to interact. I wanted to see it.
Yeah. I did want to see it as well.
I'm sure he would end up wherever Kayn's indicator is.
Right. A much more even game than last time, than the last game. Only 200 gold in the difference. Morgana getting that. She's gonna ult, forces the flash out. Flashes on both sides, but... Oh, that is some clean work there. Too much action for me to say it quickly, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Shen continuing to go in, taunts up Taric, but into that Gnar pummel. Unagi getting the kill, helped by Kite4. Bubbles are landing left and right. And Miori, as Kha'Zix, is having to back out from this. They got 2 turrets, yeah, but everything is just about dead even
and
now.
perhaps a little bit of an overstay. Nami was able to make it back and defend after dying down bot. And you kind of want to take your victories and run with it. Don't play anything too risky.
Right.
Jinx doing the right
And
thing.
now that should be a fairly free bottom turret. Getting that lead even further ahead.
She needs to get out.
Exploding the... Well, not exploding, but getting that lead from 1k to 2k. Items are getting completed on both sides. Kha'Zix not quite getting that lethality, but Kayn already at that black cleaver for that extra tankiness.
Both top laners
I believe Nami's
have their teleports.
Satan. Nope.
Stun lands onto Nami.
But zoned off by those flame chompers. Good positioning on the side of Jinx. Infernal Drake. This is definitely fightable.
Shen does not have his ultimate yet, but he does have teleport. He needs to
in fact,
teleport
he
now.
does. And Kayn gets it. Kha'Zix interrupted by the flame chompers. And Jinx surviving with only a little health left, forcing to flash out. Kayn's going in to distract them out. Shen, this is an intent. Morgana ultimate onto 3 people. Only connects onto 1, the Taric. Meganar into that. And Shen, going to be able to get that kill. Can he get a double kill? Not enough damage. But they're going to have to flash out. I think, yep, Syndra's just dead. She cannot flash out and no one can help her.
Morgana, I think, was
They
able
might-
to get her ultimate onto 3 or 4 people, but interestingly enough, she backed out instead of continuing in there. She had Zanya.
She did have Zanya's, but I don't think she felt... I think she felt that she would be bursted too quickly. As it is a lot of burst from pretty much anyone. You get hit by something.
Syndra's ultimate was already
You're gonna
used
be
on
locked
Jinx. I
up.
think she would have been okay.
Yeah. That was a very close on the side of import slot for surviving that ulti. I mean, I didn't see, but that had to be like 100 or less HP. Bit of an aggressive backing on the side of Clucky Adventure, but yeah, it's backing out. But all things considered, it was GXK getting that Infernal Dragon.
An Infernal.
With all the damage.
And it
I'm
was
sorry?
Infernal at that, and Kayn's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah. Having to ult out, getting a lot of his health back. Look at that. Easily gonna 1v2, and if he can get another knockup, nope, whiffs that, but is going in.
I know I said
If
trouble,
he could have gotten another knockup, that would.
but I guess he was okay, right?
This is why low elo is a lot more fun to play-by-play cast, because there's just
So much
action after
harder.
action. I mean, it's hard, but it's fun.
And a fun interaction with Nami has Airy. An interaction between that and Ardent Sensor. You can put your Q on your Aqua Prison, on your teammates, it'll shield them, and that'll give them your Ardent Sensor proc. Same with your E, the Tidecaller's Blessing.
I'm gonna check that.
So it's pretty cool. You have all these abilities. If you cast them on your ally, it'll give them the shield, and that
Whoa.
shield will give them Ardent Sensor proc.
Along with her healing and auto attack enhancing, and her ultimate, that's all her abilities. I didn't know she had that interaction with her Q. That's fascinating.
Yeah, it speeds up your ally. It wasn't really possible
If you
until
hit
the
him, yeah.
introduction of Airy, and it just makes Ardent Sensor was never that great on Nami because all you had was your one
heal.
Yeah. But now Airy allows you to shield with almost every ability as long as it hits your ally.
Root going on to Xayah. Pretty decent thing, but gets shielded. Bit of damage. Cake Boss, maybe looking. Dodges out that Kayn knockup. Shadow Assault? I don't think that's what it's called. Morgana getting hit up. Spell Shield making sure that there's no follow-up crowd control. Meanwhile, Shen's splitting bot lane. Kha'Zix's looking to punish that. But maybe he's a bit too tanky. Shen wisely backing off, though.
The Iron Solari pickup from Tarek is going to be very nice. Will nullify a lot of the damage.
It is.
Oh, wow.
And that is just a dead Nami. Looking to punish that, but Tarek's just a bit too tanky with all the heals, shields, and his extra armor.
But the Solari will do a nice job of absorbing a lot of the AoE damage from Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
Zaya picking up the ninja tabis. I like that idea. It'll help her survive this Kayn a little bit more.
Tarek nearly getting caught out, but
Kayn choosing to pick a little bit more of a frontline build, trusting in the damage between his carries, Syndra and Zaya. I like that decision.
failed to taunt in on the side for Shen. And it was a good sidestep by Guillaume.
Looks
Levels are fairly even across the board. Jungle's up, but mid lane's down on the side of Kx4.
looks like Gnar will be picking up Dead Man's Plate second.
Or Randuin's.
Oh yes. Sorry, Chain Vest built into Dead Man's Plate. You're right. He is probably getting Randuin's. And I'm not sure why. They have Jinx security, but that's it.
Oh, and cleanse used for Syndra. Pretty important summoner spell to be used after Flame Chomper's Nami bubble.
Yes.
Kayn's knockup, Shen's taunt. Every single champion on the side of GXK has some form of crowd control.
I love Cleanse as a pickup against mid champions like TF and Morgana. Tarek eating a binding.
And Malzahar.
Cleanse no longer works on suppression, unfortunately.
I know, that's why I said that as a joke.
Okay. But it definitely used to be, and it was very good back then.
Yeah.
Morgana very low on mana. I think she's gonna have to back.
Yeah, getting that last trapper very late in Morelos. But it's going to happen anyway. And second Infernal Drake. Red side's looking for that. Morgana's too low to spell... Almost too low to spell shield. Can they steal? Kha'Zix does not steal it and just gives up his life, but he's able to go invisible and flash out. Kayn goes in. Double kill. But look at that tankiness on the side of Kayn. Going in. He's got to heal up before the ultimate. Tarek ultimate on 3 people, preventing a lot of damage. Sauce Captain, that spell vamp. Just going in. Bubbles abound. Shen trying to go after the ADC. Tarek going down, getting the resets. Jinx is just going in on the no mana. And that is an impressive. They not only get the dragon, but they get almost a full ace.
What a fantastic job
4
by Kayn.
kills.
If you noticed, he held onto his ultimate for as long as he could while that Shen ult came down. And right before he died, he was able to pop into the enemy. Shen came down, taunted him up, he came back out, was able to heal back up with his spell vamp.
The spell vamp was coming in clutch there. He got Spirit's Visage. That's another thing that added to that.
He got low so many times, and they just could not finish him off.
I don't know what other runes he's taking, but he's got that Dark Harvest, so even since he's building this tanky, what is it called? Rast side Kayn. He's still going to deal damage even further into the game. 28 minutes in, we're 2 minutes away if anyone's got Gathering Storm.
Late game, I think
Baron
Kayn
is definitely
just
something
looking
to be...
shred the armor of, I guess, Tarek, and who doesn't have armor yet, but will, and Gnar.
Actually, Tarek's looking for that Ardent Sensor.
It's actually also good on him.
Fair enough.
You know, his shield.
It is great
and
on
his heal,
him.
although you can only directly heal whoever you're partnered with, it does affect those around him and his partner as well in a small radius.
Yeah, let me actually check the name of that, make sure I get it right. Yeah, Starlight's Touch is an area of effect heal. Something that I absolutely love doing in team fights. And if I could do Presence of Mind without running out of mana in lane, then it would be a super good rune for him. But alas, Taric is one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most mana-hungry team fighters.
Yeah, you just smack people, heal, smack people again,
Heal.
keep healing.
Heal, shield, maybe stun if you're feeling up to it. Little bit of action come to mid lane. Binding misses. Zap misses as well.
The range on Syndra's stun.
But yeah, the range on Syndra's stun is sort of deceptive. Kane looking to go in onto Gnar. So that's a full Mega Gnar. Taric ultimate coming down. Kickboss does not get in the Taric ultimate. Rocket hits, and that's the Jinx reset. Bubble onto Xayah. That's another Jinx reset. Taric getting killed. Is this a triple kill? Quadra kill? No, it is not. Kane steals it. But they're looking straight towards Baron. It'll be a 2v5 if they decide to do it. Look at the scoreline too. Kane, doing really well. Sauce Captain doing really well on this Ross pick. And Shen 6-1. He's definitely doing it. And they're shredding that Baron. Easy game, easy life. If only it were as such. And they might even be able to protect that turret, which has about 1,000 health left.
One of the things that the blue team needed to do this game was get Gnar ahead. Gnar really needed to put the pressure on Shen. Shen's unfortunately really far ahead, and Gnar just can't keep up with that kind of split push. Gnar needs to win those split pushes, and Shen needs to try to hold on. But it's not working out that way.
Double Infernal 2, Nami's heals and pokes are going to deal damage. Jinx is especially in hyper carry, so she's going to love that. Morgana, if you get hit, say goodbye to your mobility and half your health. And Shen and Kane are just lucky to have that sort of buff towards their low attack stats.
Kane has some pretty good base damages, which is nice.
It is.
If you hit both parts of his Q.
Mercurial Scimitar on the side of Xayah, looking to avoid those Dark Bindings if she can. And Taric not quite on that Ardent Sensor.
May even be for the Shen taunt too.
Void Staff completed on the side of Syndra. If you only have one MR item, you might as well not have any. I mean, if you just have, what is it, Mercury Treads. Stun going up onto Jinx, but healed up just about full from that Nami.
Taric should just have about enough gold to finish his Ardent Sensor. Hopefully he'll go back and get that soon before the next fight starts.
Yeah. With those completed items, it costs 650 combined. I'm a support main, can you tell? And he just can back out, but he can't back out now because they're knocking at the door.
He had quite a few moments before the minions hit, and I think it would have made a big difference in this next fight.
Yeah.
But they do have Baron.
Look at that crit on the Lark.
Jinx with Rapid Fire Cannon and Rocket Form can just harass from so far away. Late game Jinx. So much fun. There we are. Taric has finished his Ardent Sensor. And hopefully he'll finish his
A bit
boot
less
soon.
tanky, but still. Get those Ninja Tabby after all the auto attacks that they're going to do. And and another Cloud Drake going to increase that thing, but Shen may be caught out. Nope, taunting out of there. Smart play. Good dodging. A bit disappointing on the side of Kx4 this game. Not looking so hot this time. Kane looking to go in, but hops and disengages. Shen flash taunts the Syndra. Syndra flashes out. Kha'Zix gets killed in the backline. But Shen, tanking that turret, may perish. Just barely, but this is Jinx's time to shine. He's has to defense that. flashes away. Very low health. Heals coming in clutch. Baited. Lark's having to use that QSS and Kx4. Rocket double kill on the side of Jinx. Jinx is able to run down Guillaume. Kill her. Redemption comes out. Keep people topped off. And that's going to be game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, Kha'Zix is not up for another few seconds, and he still does not have enough damage to kill this Jinx, especially if they're all grouped together.
He has not completed his second lethality item with all that armor.
Blades, maybe a mispurchase.
Maybe misclick. In any case, he just can't do anything with all that defensive stats. And that is a win on the side of GXK for game number 2. And so, viewers, however many there are of you, we're going to take another 5-minute break and be back then for game number 3. Thank you for watching. Go. And we're off to another game. GXK versus Kx4. 2 stopwatches this game. Good thing that it's starting to fall back out. Or rather, this is low elo, they don't care about such things. I'm sure there was a small pause at that disconnection.
A summoner has reconnected.
There we go.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
This top lane is going to look really fun because I rarely see Urgots. But it's really, I like Urgot as a champion now.
He's very similar to Nara in the same way that he has range, it's kind of short, and once he gets his Black Cleaver Frozen Mallet, he's pretty strong. But he's a lot tankier than Nara, and less CC.
Definitely.
His new ult is really
Minions
cool.
have spawned.
Oh yeah. What's really annoying though with that ult is that it's very hard to actually get them at quarter health. You think that they're at quarter health, but they're really at above it.
There's an indicator, right?
It's very... Yeah, there is an indicator at it. But it's only when they're a quarter HP. I don't think it says what if you hit them. If you get it so that if you hit them, they're at a quarter HP.
Looks like we have the Xayah Rakan bot lane again.
Which worked out well in that first game. And if we want to discriminate, we can say that red side is the winning side.
Oh, Arcane Comet on Urgot.
Get more of that poke out, because really, lane advantage is the biggest thing. Rakan going in, getting that shockwave, and Xayah is just getting sort of forced out there. 2 licks on the Crow, and Clucky Inventor is just unable to do that. Since when was there armor shred?
I'm sorry, for what?
For like Xayah or whatever. I saw that Tom Kench got some armor removed.
Not that I know of. I'll look out for it next time.
I'm checking it now.
Orianna trapped by the event horizon. Just gonna dodge the dark matter and continue farming. Shield up any minion damage. Up top we have Sejuani coming in for the gank.
Yeah,
Bumps right into
That might
Renekton.
just
Renekton's
be-
gonna try to stun him up and get out of there. Sejuani using her E.
and Sejuani gets the first blood. But there's a surprise Graves!
Maybe she might have been able to flash over that fat wall, or maybe
That was a
her
thick part
teammate.
there.
But to the right did not look like the right answer.
It was at least a good pickup on the side of Graves. And side of Sauce Captain, keeping that fairly even.
Caitlyn is just such an impressive 80 carry for short range 80 carries like Xayah early on. Can't do much about the auto attacks. Extra 150 range. Or 125.
I remember whenever I lane against a Caitlyn, I'm for the first 6 months, I decided to main support. I was always really surprised and annoyed by how long Caitlyn's auto attack range was.
But one thing you gotta do is you kind of have to put the pressure on her early, get her low.
Yeah. But with that Tom Kench to protect her, there's not really much chance of doing that.
No. Her mid game's pretty weak though, so that's a good time for Xayah and Rakan to really try something.
Headshot onto Lark. And Orianna getting caught up in that event horizon again.
Kiteflyer is doing a great job of kind of ignoring the harass from Orianna to just stack up and farm up. He's not really looking to win right now, he's looking to win later. And that's the right thing to do with Iger.
And I bet you he's got Gathering Storm. That is what you have to do with Vigor. It's like a more exposed Nasus.
Despite dying, Renekton is actually not behind in levels. I'm very surprised. Perhaps Urgot had a awkward backing.
Maybe. But now Unagi's fighting in a minion wave. Not really the smartest decision, but he went in anyway. And it appears to be a gank going down. Caitlyn doing a wonderful job with that net. 90 caliber net. Clucky Inventor getting stunned up, but flashes the stun. Still gets stunned though, and that's just forcing them to back out. Graves is coming down once again, mirroring very well the jungle presence. And maybe he's looking for a cheeky dive.
Ooh, that looks like a bad spot. Don't want to fight that.
That does look like a bad spot. He gets stunned up, he gets knocked up. Nope. Not knocked up, but gets that blast cone.
You see, Renekton's actually higher level. I don't know how that happened.
It's a 8 CS advantage now. Now Renekton's looking to extend his lead into the mid lane. And Oriana's just gonna back out. That might be a flash. Nope, flash event horizon, flash out by Oriana. Maybe could have saved that and used cleanse, but
Yeah,
afraid that Renekton was gonna go in
that would
again.
have been a good idea to use the cleanse. But either way, good job getting out and avoiding the gank
Yeah.
from Renekton.
And Renekton gave up that CS lead, but seeing as though how lane dominant he was, he isn't losing much.
The wave's pushing back towards him, and he'll have no trouble
Yeah.
equalizing very soon.
Yeah, especially since it's just a one. But he's going in. Kick boss with that buffer. Doing good work on that.
The biggest CS discrepancy is down bot, with Caitlyn having a 20 CS lead. But it looks like they're at relatively similar items. Most likely because Zaya has a
Both
kill.
of them got a last chapter.
Oh,
Yeah.
it seems Zaya has the debt mastery.
Futures market.
I like to take that on champions that really spike well off of certain items like Trinity Force. Not always, of course.
Right.
Especially like, I can't think of anyone right now, but maybe Ezreal. You're going into that inspiration tree. The other ones don't help you too much. Might as
Right.
well.
Graves is looking for a gank in mid with that flashless Oriana. But he's just gonna back out. Sejuani ultimate going down onto Unagi, who doesn't need to flash quite yet. Gets the chain, and that is a death.
That is a terrifying ultimate.
It is. When you get hooked, it's one of the worst things. Fear beyond death. You should fear that because it will kill you. It'll make you towards death. Especially with those chains. Like, that's one of the most horrifying thing. It's got to be one of the scariest abilities in the game. And the gank goes down to no avail. They get the turret down to about half HP. But still Renekton with that CS lead. Clucky Inventor strumming his tongue along. Unagi looking to go in. Unagi's doesn't have ultimate nor any of his summoner spells, but he's looking to go in all the same. Level disadvantage too. I don't know what he was doing, but he at least stopped the back. Arcana Major's back at it again. And he just slices and dices his way
I'm
out.
glad he held on to his slice and dice when he was attacking the Urgot, realizing that he could be ganked again. Better to be safe.
And sorry, yep. I wonder if there's a champion that'll have the thing sorry, name sorry. That'd be funny.
If the champion's name is sorry?
Yeah, there's a champion's name. It would be like SARI or something. Maybe it's the new Void Marksman.
New Ari skin? Sorry.
Some sort of Egyptian skin. I don't know. We're definitely looking forward to that Void Marksman though, right?
Rakan gonna go in there?
Sejuani coming in for a gank. Ultimate knockup. Import slot going back, but Clucky Adventure's got 2 health bars. Thank you very much, and flashes out easily. Sauce Captain looking to go in. Not enough burst on his side, but chunks him out decently. All in all, good trade.
Lark's unfortunately missing everybody on his Featherstar Blade Caller.
Maybe could have dealt enough damage to continue fighting it, but doubtful.
It seemed as though he
Just
was
a
trying
BF
to
sword.
snare the Caitlyn. Caitlyn just a little out of range due to the flash.
90 caliber net too coming in clutch, and Sejuani's looking to go in on again, but Clucky Adventure is a bit late on the uptake. Sejuani looked just backing out, afraid of that.
Lark's is also a little bit low.
Yeah. Unagi maybe looking to go in on this Urgot. Cake Boss not getting those shotgun knees quite yet. Unagi's ulting, taking down the damage, fighting in a minion wave, and Urgot's chunked down to half health by just a trade. But maybe he gets again. Shield comes up. Unagi at full health, just about full health, and this goes in. But luckily, Renekton was backing out. Sauce Captain looking to punish anything if he can. Flashes under turret and is just unable to get that. He ults anyway.
Great job from Sauce
And
Captain
that is-
taking aggro on the turret, allowing Renekton to stay under there that much longer.
Right? Rakan going in. I hate the fact that I'm a bit like a second behind today with the names. Orianna coming in, ganking. 90 caliber net not used. Ultimate coming in very nicely. But import slot getting knocked up. Look at that prediction. Look at that timing on the stopwatch. Perfect timing indeed. And that is a dead Tom Kench as well. Sejuani, flash, Arctic Assault's in. Unagi looking for that. Cakeboss does not have that ultimate to confirm the kill. But all the slows and CC will, in fact, get him down there. And maybe they'll even get the turret down bot side. Graves looking to clear the wave if anything else, if not anything else. Going in onto Larks. Look at that burst. She's nearly dead, down to 100 HP. Graves gets snared in that anyway. And now they're looking at Rift Herald up top side. Taking advantage of the jungle's pressure down bottom to do something away from them. Sauce Captain being a good jungler, holding the wave for the Caitlyn, who's now got an IE. Checking gold numbers. 500 gold lead in the side of Caitlyn. Nearly 1,000 gold lead on the side of Orianna.
That just goes to show you, even you know, 0-1-0 to 1-0-2, if you use your farming capabilities properly, you can stay ahead.
I'm gonna check that Vigor's 8 Dark Harvest, not Dark, Phenomenal Evil Power. He's got an extra 64 so far at 13 minutes.
Not a bad start.
Not a bad start indeed. Going in onto the Tom Kench, is that honestly what you want to do, folks? Skirtle Snap Trap onto the Sejuani, keeping him away. Orianna gets another kill. Arcana Majoris going on an import slot as Caitlyn, who 90 caliber nets out. Waiting for that Arctic Assault once more. Doesn't get the slow on it, but maybe is able to land the charge. And 3, almost, not quite up on cooldown. Orianna ultimate coming in again. Shockwave. Not Shockwave? What's it called again? It's in fact called Shockwave.
Which one? Oriana's ult?
Yeah, Orianna. It is in fact Shockwave.
You got it.
Just double checking. Doesn't hurt to check.
I'm a little rusty.
I
on the
eat
names
on
myself.
this. Yeah. I always chuckle when I hear the casters on the LCS missing a name, and then I miss it. I'm just like, I feel their pain. Orianna no mana, and Sauce Captain looking to punish that. But he's taking a lot of turret aggro. Takes her down quite a lot. Getting the wave better for Vigor too. Get those stacks up, Vigor. You've got phenomenal evil power. Time to expand it. Essence Reaver on the side of Zaya finally, who is even gold, like difference of 3 gold, now more because of that ward dropping in the bot side, and now a lane swap looking to punish that Renekton, who's got no vision to predict this. And Urgot looking to go in. Let's see that recombo.
He does not have his.
He doesn't have his ult,
No grand.
but he forces the flash out of Renekton, and they're looking to punish that mid lane. 4 mid compared to the 4 top. They have to do something, and Renekton still has the potential of killing even just one of them. And that's a dead mid lane turret if they don't get that soon. Look at that dodging on the side of Renekton, like weaving in and out, just taunting that Rakan, daring him to engage.
Getting the mid turret down is a lot more important than the top. Opens up the map more.
Yeah.
But in terms of gold, I guess
it's that Vigor. Gets that Vigor a shorter lane, more defensive. And they're still pinging out despite the fact that Urgot's getting charged in on, but that's a significant fight. Double knockup for Rakan, charming them both. Featherstorm comes down. Kite Flyer forced to flash away. Event Horizon keeping them at bay. Arctic Bola goes in. Tom Kench swallows. And and nothing goes. And Cake Boss is somehow winning this. Unagi getting smacked down, healed up. Urgot getting healed up, and
unfortunately, Sejuani's Glacial Prison was
nothing
not able
happened
to connect with anyone of importance. And
in range.
Did a good job of getting out.
It was a very important target, but holy crap! Cake Boss takes a very heavy chunk from that Event Horizon, and Orianna ultimate smacks down import slot. Just what they need to get that.
Touched by the edge of that shockwave from Orianna.
Yeah. It was a good trade. Cake Boss might have to watch out because Sauce Captain does have his ult. Yep, he's backing off. 4-0 on that Orianna. The kills are very well.
Luden's Echo for burst.
Haunting
guys,
what you
always
need to do
another
in your head.
option.
Right now, no one's got MR. I say as I see that Tom Kench has his boots.
Both Caitlyn and Tom have the biscuits.
Good for those extended trading. Hopefully that the healing is based off your missing health percentage.
I think that mastery would be a little better if you got the biscuits a little sooner. If you know what I mean? Every 2 minutes rather than every 3, something like that. Because by 15 minutes, you really don't need the biscuits anymore. Laning phase is well over. But I guess that would make laning a little too strong with it, right?
Right, and the whole part of it is Riot encourages innovation. But when everyone's doing the same thing, there is no innovation.
Well, I think they could afford to give some love to the biscuits.
Maybe make it 2.5 seconds. Good compromise. And Rakan once more doing work on Crow Branwyn. No, hasn't died yet. No, really, not many deaths have been given.
Yeah.
On the side of
He's very good at maneuvering inside and out of the other team. That's Rakan's specialty, being slippery, being dashing.
And he is always eager to knock you. He's charming, dashing, and frankly a big pain in the butt.
He's a lot of fun.
I tried playing him a while ago. I got him recently.
Have their teleports.
Yeah.
And
Probably just looking to see what they can do.
Urgot does
Forgot
have a flank
getting that.
ward, but it's on the wrong side of the wall. It would kind of be out of the way.
And bot wave is pushing in. They can't do this. Graves goes in, but has to dash out. That
I
is
think
not.
Viger.
Who did that? Did
Viger
someone do
sent
that for him?
I sent him in.
All right, Graves. Time to send you to your grave. Thwack. Get me out of here. And that's a great Oriole shockwave once more. Chunking him down. Does not get it. But flashes, charms, knocks up the Vigor, and that just might be a dead. Yep. Right there. One ability. Gets the Tom Kench. Not quite who you want. Now that Caitlyn showed up, let's see what we got going on.
Another great grand entrance from Khan, but he's unfortunately not able to get out of there.
Sejuani trying to run away. Orianna ultimate not up as she used it to start the fight. Renekton going and flashing in, but has his flash back up in just a second. And all in all, Urgot has been split pushing top this whole time. Maybe looking to get that turret, but Renekton's who has that overhead. Now the team's collapsing onto Urgot. If he's smart, he should be backing out now. Yep, seeing the Renekton. But the Abyssal Voyage. No one expects that. But now, gets the fear beyond death. Scares you away into the root, into that. Is he enough? Does he have enough? He does have enough health to get out. Cake Boss at 100 HP or less. Orianna dealing over half the damage of Vigor's HP bar. You do not want Orianna anywhere near you now. With that completed Morello's and Luden's Echo. That initial burst is just going to kill you dead. I hated that phrase. I don't know why I said it. And Graves might just clean up Larks, slowing him down with a smoke screen. Ult, Thunderbolt, you're dead. And that, in fact, is a victorious Graves.
Yeah, Graves does a lot of damage.
Especially with that Youmuu's under his belt, working on his working on finishing his jungle item.
I think he did this on Hecarim too, finishing the Youmuu's in favor of finishing the jungle item. You must really value the active. And the Youmuu's active is good. But
It is.
I don't know, you get the jungle item a little bit quicker. But now he has both.
We'll see if this is a full Graves. Yep. Along with the No Magic Mantle, that might be a Mob Malmortius.
That would be a good call for the Orianna's high magic damage right now.
Yeah. I just hope that this doesn't turn out like that Karthus game last year in the LCS where the Karthus burned a half health. I don't know what Tom Kench was thinking going in there. Press the attack, getting that extra exposure damage.
That slow lasted so long on Zaya.
Definitely. 2 stacks of taste.
What is that, 2.5
acquired.
seconds? 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Felt like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, but if people remember that Karthus game a while ago in the LCS, of how one ultimate took a I think it was a 3/4 health ADC. Bola onto Vigor, who is unable to survive that. Ultimate coming down fashionably.
Great use of the cone.
And now Rakan can't get back into the fight. Now he can with the battle dance. Save his ADC if he can. But Unagi slays Larks. And now let's see if there's a good ultimate. Sauce Captain gets hit and gets destroyed. Grinded into the meat grinder. Orianna falls, but Sejuani's 1v2 and under turret. And that's just gonna be a full ace on the side of GXK. So what happened? So what happened there, Lupo?
Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure. Well, Sejuani had a good engage onto Viger, so Viger wasn't even there for most of it, making it a 4v5. Caitlyn actually had a great escape using the Blast Cone, to get away from Rakan, but unfortunately it was still not enough. Orianna being right there. And Orianna's just so far ahead, was able to chunk Caitlyn out before she could really do much. And with Viagra and Caitlyn gone, you really only have Graves and Renekton to do the damage.
I believe the initial pick of that was also Tom Kench, who abyssal voyaged a bit too far into the enemy team.
He was back, though, by the time the real team fight started. But it was just it was a case of they didn't have enough damage. Their damage dealers were dead.
I'm going to check up on Vigor's AP. 92 extra ability power.
Unfortunately, slowing down a little bit.
Which gives him a total of 300 ability power at the moment. But he just cannot stand up. This is now a 6k gold lead. Nope, 5k gold lead. Don't do math on stream. Something that that the casters constantly say, don't do math while streaming. But we're not here to talk about casting tips and tricks. We're here to talk about the game and how amazingly far ahead Kx4 is.
Looks like Urgot might be going for Death's Dance next.
It's one of his core items, one of more aggressive core items.
I do like Stark's Gauge on him right now.
It got removed from ranged champions, that's why. Was there a change? And is Graves gonna get that steal? Nope. Not for lack of trying. They slowed it down. And they just had it going. And now Cake Boss looking to go in on the import slot, but in case you didn't notice, Urgot. Oh, actually you can't notice, you have too much health and lifesteal. But Caitlyn deals damage, apparently. But as an 0-4, she's actually still ahead of her lane counterpart, Caitlyn is, just from plain farming.
Yep, 50 CS ahead. That's equivalent to about 4 kills, I think.
I believe in full value, it's like 15 to 20 minions equals a kill. Flash ultimate in. Bola goes in on the Clucky Inventor. Sejuani going up backline is just forced off with that Graves Renekton combo. And meanwhile, Urgot's taking top lane. Huge shockwave and destroying that Tom Kench stun going on to Sejuani. No ultimate. I don't think Kite's ever cast his ultimate this game.
That's a good point.
If he can get someone, he's going to chunk him out. But that Ori is just dealing too much damage for him to be going in. And that is finally the ultimate, but he was unable to kill Sejuani before Sejuani killed him. And Rakan is so close to death, but not nearly enough, and forced in. There's the Fear Beyond Death, but is killed before he can trigger it. Caitlyn looking to get a headshot in. She has her ultimate.
Careful, Caitlyn.
She can ult, but she's afraid. Too much damage on the side of Kx4. If she did do it, Rakan could kill her. I really think that if you're that far behind, you need some sort of lifesteal. You need some defensive tool.
No,
and Graves might just be looking to go in. Crow Banman. Ah, burn before the heal. Burn before the heal.
Like
Meanwhile, Urgot got that top lane turret.
We're not looking to lifesteal just quite yet.
Right. Some sort of defensive option for if you're behind. But the ADC is sort of a requirement that you need to build damage. You need to get on the board. You need to start chunking people out like they're chunking you out. ADC in 2K18, not if you're behind. Checking up on that Vigor, now at 118 stacks and 3,500 AP. Urgot completing that death dance. He is not going to get bursted. He is not going to die. He is going to slow you, run you down, and heal up doing it. And Orianna with the Haunting Guys, nearly a full Leandries at this point. And they're looking at Baron. After all, what can the enemy team do? Except for Import Slot, who is keeping even ahead of her lane counterpart. I mean, like, she's a level ahead of Zaya, which is very impressive. But on the other side, Orianna is 2 levels ahead of Vigor. Arcanum is 2 levels behind Sauce. But there's the Sejuani ultimate. Graves getting caught up. Crow goes in. Arcanum gets stunned by the Event Horizon. And Cake Boss 3 levels ahead of Unagi. Just too advanced, too much life steal, too much damage to do anything against this insane. Flashes the Fear Beyond Death. But Vigor still does damage. Tom Kench getting knocked up, but he's too tanky for you. Urgot, meanwhile, getting collapsed on. They're looking at Baron now. Urgot gonna get collapsed on. I don't know why Cluck the Inventor has never taken an ally with him in that. That was an interesting interaction. Did you see that? Charge out, getting swallowed up by Tom Kench.
I don't know how he ended up that way.
I think it's because the charge went, and Kx4 picks up Baron. I think it's because the charge went as Tom Kench got it, as Tom Kench ate him, which led to him, while he was going out, he was in range long enough for him to eat, so he snapped back. And Orianna, if she managed to hide in that pocket, she can take out half the team. Vigor, however, with that, hopefully that's slow cooldowns. Vigor's still doing massive damage, even if he's behind. That's the thing. He's scaling up. He's going to constantly scale. And if they can get this to a 40-minute game, he's going to start smacking. He's going to start dropping bombs. Orianna picking up the Void Staff over finishing the Leandries, looking for as much magic penetration as she can get. So Lupo, what can GXK do to get back in the game?
Right now, getting vision is obviously the most essential. They have to get picks. They have to let Caitlyn farm. And Vigor needs to safely clear wave with Tom backing him up. They will have to concede dragons. They can't fight for that right now.
Caitlyn is still in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
But I think she's gonna finish. She needs to finish this next crit item before they fight.
Which looks to be a static shiv. That means she's gonna be dealing long range, extra damage, quite a decent amount of crit as well, and just gonna
Urgot is getting a righteous glory.
Fair enough. He's always been a slow champion, and he's just gonna kill Susgavin with a Fear Beyond Death. Get shredded.
Not even close.
Cake Boss looking at 1v3. Too much crowd control for him to do that. Too much damage, and he just gets with the... What's it called?
Primordial Burst?
With the Primordial Burst, yes. Meanwhile, bot turret has been taken, and bot inhibitor will be followed. Arcanum just going in on an import slot. No one's peeling for her. An Ori Shockwave will come in clutch right about now. Not yet, actually. It hasn't been casted, but the Ori damage is just insane. This might just be an end if they can't do anything about this. Ori Shockwave finally coming down. Dragging her back. You're not going anywhere. Indeed. Graves looking to clean things up. Is this going to be the 1v5? A pentakill for Graves. Getting them back in the game. Resurrect. Guardian Angel popped on Larks. Primordial Burst getting Vigor the double kill. You do not want to give him that. And Orianna can, in fact, just do that. Stand up to me. And people are question mark pings onto that Ori. What the heck? How much damage do you deal? Well, Jim, let's check your stats. Dealing 400 ability power. and her ultimate deals about 600 damage
I just
along with
noticed
her combo. She's going
this
to hit you.
Sejuani is doing something different than the standard build path. She did not go Cinderheld into instant Warmogs.
Warmogs. She is looking for that map pressure with the Dreadnought. Deadman's Plate, not the Dreadnought. I don't know why I call it that. With the Iceborne Gauntlet, keeping that CC online. Righteous Glory completed on the side of that Urgot. And Orianna has only died once this game.
Yes, doing a great job. They can't really get to her. They don't have the tools.
And Cake Boss proven to be a very decent front line. I think his last item will be something along the lines of like Locket, maybe? Or probably some sort of... Yeah, for Urgot, some sort of...
Spirit Visage.
What is it? Aegis. But Orianna gets put on a trap, and that's a crit. Shockwave does not complete. Does not even go on cooldown, but that's a minute without their highest damage threat.
Or she's being disrespectful.
Right. But you just can't ignore that 4-item Caitlyn now. You can't afford those type of mistakes.
No,
don't want to throw the game. Don't want to leave it off this 9k gold lead. Caitlyn going in, flashing in. On the side of the Nagi, stunning. Gets that support really low, but not enough. Tom Kench 1v3. Getting that Zaya. That's what you need. Killing her. Getting the redemption up. Locket of the Iron Solari going up. He can't hop over the wall. And this, almost, one more lick will kill Sejuani. And Urgot is facing up
this
against
is what they need
Viger.
to do. They need Viger on base defense right now.
Clear those waves, get that more AP. I'm gonna check up on Viger's stacks. He's now at 183 bonus with 500, 5,500.
And if you see his cooldown on his Dark Matter,
yeah,
that's pretty instrumental.
Oh, and there's the missed Fear Beyond Death. That could have been huge, but he can still 1v3 this if he plays it right. That was a funky dance. Righteous Glory going in. Import slot gonna get shredded. Except not. Has to flash in to get that thing.
Great job from Import slot to continue auto-attacking there.
Yeah. Tom Kench looking to drag this out for as long as possible. It is sort of disappointing when you can't get that Fear Beyond Death. Crow Branwyn stepping up a bit too big for his britches. There it is! How is it back up? How long is that cooldown? It's already a quarter.
I guess they were there for
It's already a quarter done. It's got a 35-second cooldown.
Wow.
How much CDR does he have? Let me check this. Yeah.
Black Cleaver 20%, Righteous Glory 10%, and Death Stance another 10%.
That is... Oh no, that is a Hexdrinker. He's looking for a bit more aggressive on the side of Urgot. Dang! A 35-second ultimate? That's almost as bad as Scions or Blitzcranks.
They nerfed Blitzcranks. Very sad.
What?
Well, at least in the
Not my favorite robot. Yeah.
Yeah, the Scion one is funny. I think it's like 40 seconds. Just drive around everywhere.
Tokyo Drift things. Orianna getting that blue buff.
Is
Nope. Cake Boss getting the blue
She
buff.
needs to check herself, check her positioning.
Check herself before she wrecks the team. Luckily, this time she's a bit wiser. Tom Kench spotting people out with a ward. Good thing. Don't face check, especially with how much damage they're going to deal. Viger back in this game at level 17. Arcanum is actually 2 levels behind that Graves. You do not want to 50-50 this. All in all, it's still a decent gold lead. And
sets up a great wombo combo, and I think they can look for that. Caitlyn doing a good job of getting the GA, hopefully, to survive the initial, well, at least get procced into the initial burst.
Yeah, but they have to take care of mid lane. Those super minions are not going to stop. Urgot taking care of that big wave. I'm going to actually see how he does that. Because it's sure to be satisfying. Yep. Not as satisfying as Severe.
I would like to see
or
Urgot with Hurricane.
Arctic Assault onto Renekton. Look at that AoE of the Iceborne Gauntlet.
But
Taking up a lot of area.
it would be funny to just see Urgot with his little minigun and Hurricane, Runon's Hurricane, just kind of like melt everything.
Something fun about Urgot's W, the thing that allows him to machine gun. The machine gun counts as auto attacks, but they deal less damage, and on-hit crits are reduced. On-hit damage is reduced down to 1/3 of what it's supposed to be. And basically, it's all to encourage you building him tanky. So I do have to say, if you get some lethality on him, he is going to just melt anyone with that percent health.
That's what makes Black Cleaver on him so great, is you just pop that Purge, machine gun their armor away.
Shotgun knees. Renekton ulting in, going on to Orianna. Orianna stunned. Renekton dead. Fear Beyond Death has not been shot out yet. Sejuani. Graves does get the Elder Dragon. This is a huge thing. Double Orianna ultimate. Cake Boss not going to snipe that import slot. And that is a one fight. Cake Boss might be taken down, but nope, he's taking advantage of that. Fear Beyond Death. Burn, however, takes down Urgot. Flash for flash, but you, Nagi, cannot do anything against this. Still super tanky Arcanum. Pros engage with how much of a shield they can give each other. Arcanum's got to be careful, but that is just going to be game. 42 minutes done. Renekton going to try to stall it out, maybe finish it up. Gets Guardian Angel popped, but that's just going to be a dead Nexus, and that is Kx4 for the win. Game 3. Thank you all for joining us. Alright, viewers, or whoever else is going to watch this video. A few last things before we end. I am Lightning. Lupo is my amazing assistant who volunteered for this. So he brought this pain upon himself.
Thanks for watching.
He's been a wonderful analyst. He's been a wonderful analyst for this. And thank you all for watching this tournament between JXK and Kx4. Hope to see you again next week at the same time for You Gold. Until then, we're signing off. Thank you.